Hey guys, welcome back to Kicking It with Kish. I want to go and do a quick overview of summer, spring to summer, almost like summer in garden tour or garden review for myself. This is gonna go over things of what to grow, what not to grow, what worked, what didn't work. I wanted to do that real quick. It has a storm coming through real quick, so I wanted to make sure I do a real recap of what's going on in the garden. All right. First thing in the garden, we will not be planting zinnias with grapes anymore. I'm gonna plant zinnias in their own pot because I feel like the zinnias with grapes are kind of struggling. If you realize that this zinnia is completely dead, and I'm thinking that the grape is taking over its rightful place, which is fine. And we will be growing more of these Rutherberg grapes. I think not grapes, Rutherberg tomatoes, because this tomato plant is loaded and the size of the tomatoes are a good size. I love it. And it's also a compact variety. It's not like it doesn't go all over the place, at least from what I'm experiencing. We're also gonna grow, let's go on the inside. We're also gonna grow again these, I think these are the 4th of July tomatoes. I think that's what these are. And no tag. So I'll have to go through my videos to see. But we're growing this again. I like this a lot because these give you cherry tomatoes, but the cherry tomatoes are really big in comparison to the super sweet 100s. So look at this. This is a huge, let me take this one off because it's blushing, so it's a better example. This is a huge tomato. This is a huge tomato in comparison to, let's get one of these. Look at the difference. So we're definitely growing these again. We're also gonna be taking out all of the cucumbers because all the cucumbers have powdery mildew and I don't want it to spread to my tomatoes. I also have another variety of cucumber growing, which is I think it's called a diva tomato, and it's an open pollinated, so it doesn't need the bees, but because the bees are here, it's gonna benefit even more. Also, I'm not gonna plant anything in this for the summer because I haven't been picking anything from here at all. And over on this side, the green beans are very prolific, but I'm not gonna put them on the trellis. I'm gonna just put them in a bed all for themselves because if you notice, the green beans are getting like this type of, I don't know what this is. They're getting this on it, and I'm noticing that it's coming towards my watermelon. See? So I want to make sure I take care of that. So we're definitely gonna be doing that this weekend. I'm also gonna put the watermelons in this bed by themselves. So they're not gonna be trellised, but they're also gonna be in this bed by themselves. We're also gonna do, all these nasturtiums are coming up because it's time for them to go. The nasturtiums are getting ready to go. The corn, I'm not planting this corn again because it's not doing anything. This is not, and this is like the second year I've done this, so I'm gonna try to give me a different variety of corn. We're not planting any more Swiss chard in this bed because I don't ever come over here to pick anything except for peppers. So we're planting, definitely using the grow bags for potatoes, but we're doing more than 2 grow bags so we could get more potatoes. And we're going to use also the black green stock to fill it with potatoes as well. We're also going to use, this is a purple prince zinnia, and it's not going to work in this small what do you call it, flower pot. It's not going to work in that, so I'll make sure I get these small compact zinnias to go back here, or I may put my calendula back here as well. What else we got? Okay, so I came outside. So not lastly, but just a recap, we're only gonna put tomatoes and peppers in that green stock, in that flower bed, and and cucumbers. We have tried out 3 different varieties of cucumbers already, which is the bush cucumber, the little leaf Arkansas, and the soyo long. We're also gonna try the diva cucumber, and then we'll pick from that which one we really like the best. Over here, we're only gonna put watermelons alone. And with the beans, I did like the green beans, but I'm gonna put it in a different, I'll probably put it in the garlic bed. That's what I probably will do. So once the garlic comes out, I'll put green beans back there, so that way I could still get to it. Or I might put it in the purple garden bed. Not sure yet, because that one also, we're not sure. We're gonna see. So green beans are not gonna be trellised anymore. We're definitely gonna get some cayenne pepper. It's July. They're starting to blush now, so I'm gonna plant cayenne pepper a lot earlier. I definitely like this variety of green, well, they're not green, but of bell peppers, and this is called Better Belly. So I do like this variety. The peppers are really big, so I do like that. You must have got some sun scald. I do like that, so we're gonna keep that. I am not going to buy any more. Those are lantana. I'm not gonna buy any more lantana because they're not withstanding the heat at all. But I am gonna buy vinca, because they have not once folded on me, so I love that. And we're gonna do our sorrel. We're just gonna make sure we plant it earlier, that's all, because it's doing really good. We're gonna plant it earlier so we could get it earlier. Our ginger, we're also gonna plant our ginger earlier because I don't think it's far enough along, so we're gonna plant that earlier. Oh, we have our lemon cucumbers. Let me lift this part up. Our lemon cucumbers, we're gonna like I said, cucumbers, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this trellis. This trellis might be for cucumbers. I might put cucumbers in here and then leave the main bed to be more, that way I could easily get to it. So I think that's what I might do. I think this one might be ready. I'm not really sure when they are ready, So I'm still kind of getting used to those. But this also is gonna go. We taking this whole thing out. It looks crazy. The mullein, not mullein, comfrey. Ugh, comfrey looking bad, really bad. I know people say to put mullein in the ground because you get better benefits from it, but I don't want to put it in the ground. Yeah, I don't want to put it in the ground because I also heard here that it spreads. So we're gonna definitely clean up this green stalk. Could you imagine that this is only one nasturtium? This is one big nasturtium, and it's trailed all the way down this way. So the nasturtium did a great job. It covered the whole thing. Peppers in this elevated raised bed anymore because though it's growing very well, it's also these peppers took the longest to actually produce anything. So I'm gonna make sure the peppers go in the bed so they could get more sun, and then I could also use this elevated bed for something like carrots and lettuce and stuff like that, or even broccoli, something that actually needs this protection. Coming over here, I want to swap this out and put it in a green stalk, but strawberries have such shallow roots. I would hate to swap this out and put it in a green stalk and I can't use this for anything else. So I think I'm gonna still keep this as a strawberry tower. I think I have more green stalks inside which are black. I'm gonna have the black ones to put potatoes in, and then I also want to have ginger and turmeric growing in a green stalk. So what I'm gonna do is, for the future, we're gonna put potatoes in the black green stalk, and then we're gonna put ginger and turmeric in the raspberry. Yeah, I don't need to put lemongrass because I have lemongrass two other places. So, but I'm gonna make sure I get a cutting from this so I could save it for next year. That's what I'm gonna do. If these lavender make it in this container, it's gonna stay. I'm just gonna make it more appealing and raise it up a little bit, make it more appealing. These kumquats, definitely keeping those. We're keeping them in pots. We just gotta up pot this one in the winter time when it dies back. And this other kumquat, hopefully we're able to eat from it in like August or September. We definitely gonna up pot this one in when it goes into dormancy for the next season. We're definitely getting rid of this Super Sweet 100. It did its job. It gave me a lot, but I can't take it's too big. I need something that's a little bit more compact. Definitely keeping this. I'll leave, this is a 7-gallon container, so we're gonna keep it in there and see how far we could get with it. Definitely keeping my blackberries. I love blackberries and it's been doing great. I just need to learn how to prune it. We are gonna have these green stalks over here again. We're gonna put more cucumbers in there. We just gotta make sure we find a great variety. If you guys know of a variety that is compact, right now I'm doing good, but this is also the bushy cucumber. Over here there's no powdery mildew. Over there in the garden there's powdery mildew, so I'm thinking that it got it from the other plant. So we are gonna clean this plant up. We are gonna clean it up. I did like my compact basil. It shoots off a lot of basil, and I was just taking off the flowers so it wouldn't flower. Didn't know If you have the carrot top where you use it for dirt so you don't lose a lot of dirt, you can also use it for the top reservoir of your green stalk, and it will allow the green stalk to drain out the water slower. I don't know if you guys ever noticed, like when you're putting your water hose in the green stalk by itself, without this, as soon as it reaches to this level, the water starts to go in here, and you're technically, in my opinion, wasting water. So just a FYI. I'm taking the green stalk lid off because it looks like we're about to have some rain coming through. This is my lemongrass. I hope you stay forever. I love you. But also, see down here is where I have also basil, and I do like the purple basil as far as managing pests. Matter of fact, let me take this off. So I'm deadheading or taking off the flowers so it wouldn't think that it's finishing producing. Take these off. And it smells so good. So I'll use the purple basil for help managing pests and cooking, because it tolerates Georgia heat a lot better than the sweet basil. So I'm just taking off the flowers so it wouldn't think that it's finished. But yeah, it has something's going on with it right now. Not sure what that is. So definitely keeping these two pots with lemongrass in it and basil, but a purple basil. And on this side, same thing. The purple basil is doing great, but I don't know, something is like eating up the sweet basil. So that's all, guys. Thank you for kicking it with Kish. I do encourage you guys, especially if you're a beginner gardener like myself, to make sure you make video notes of your garden. And the reason why I say that is because with notes that's written down, those are fine, but if you're like me, I have a lot of different notebooks all over the place. I might say this is gonna be for my gardening, and then all of a sudden that book is for something else, or all of a sudden I have another book that's for gardening. So I like to make video notes to myself so I could know exactly what is what, because I've pointed it out, I've talked about it, and I think when it's like that, I normally stay on course, if that makes sense. But when I have a notebook, I'm always all over the place. I'm always gonna be winging it. Definitely, always gonna be winging it if I don't have a video note. So I want to say thank you guys for kicking it with Kish. I appreciate all of you guys for watching my videos. I appreciate all you guys for encouraging me. I appreciate all the comments. Thank you so much for the encouragement. This is actually gonna be my first, I haven't made a full year yet because I've had a few setbacks last year. So I'm coming up on almost being my first year gardening. So thank you so much for kicking it with Kish. I really appreciate you guys. And until the next video, and don't forget to record your progress and your failures, so that way you know what you need to fix the next time around. Have a great day.